And a good afternoon, everybody, from the Butler Center here at the campus of the University of St. Catharines here in St. Paul. Welcome to the best in Division III sports. As this afternoon, it's MIAC Volleyball. And it'll be the Wildcats hosting Macalester. So everybody, I'm Tom Witch, and Alex Westhead is my broadcast partner here this afternoon. And we got more than enough engineers to at least get us on the air. This broadcast is a presentation of St. Catherine University, and it's possible and produced, I should say, by TJ Broadcast Services, our website, tjsportsonline.net. And our broadcast here tonight from the Butler Center brought to you in part by Goodmanson Construction, Twin City Orthopedic, Universal Athletics, Northfield Live, People's Electric, and Fury Motors. And with that, we bring in Alex Westhead. And Alex, you had a chance to see St. Kate's earlier this season. This is a young club. And tell us a little bit about these two teams.
Well, when you look at these two teams, Tom, the first thing you notice is that they haven't been very good in their conference play. Yes, they have wins in non-conference action, but both of them 0 for when it comes to that conference section. In fact, when you look at Macalester, they've won one set in conference play all year. And you look at St. Kate's, they've only won 2. So it's a battle of teams that, like you said, are young, are developing. And today, if these young teams can play each other and have a little bit of a learning process through this game, that'll help their development not only for this season, but in seasons to come as well.
Well, the Wildcats in their last match, they went up to Metzeri Gymnasium up there at UW Superior, beat the Yellow Jackets by a score of 3-2. And before that, in a match we had a chance to broadcast last week, Gustavus here at home took them to the Cleaners and winning 3-0. Gustavus right now the number 1 team in the conference. This match is the start of a long homestand for the Wildcats. St. Olaf on Wednesday. Next weekend is the annual St. Kate's Wildcat Invitational, and we'll be broadcasting. I shouldn't say broadcasting, but we'll be video streaming all 8 matches of the tournament next Friday and Saturday. And then the Wildcats finish with Carleton on the road, home to Crown, and at Hamlin, home to Concordia, and on the road at St. Thomas. Wildcats coming in with a record of 8 wins, 7 losses, 0-5 in conference. And Macalester, another young team, they're 9-11 overall, and 0-5 in conference. They've won their last, actually 3 of their last 4, beating Beloit College, Trinity, Bible College. And took a wrong spot on my calendar here. They defeated Finlandia last night at home. Finlandia out of Houghton, Michigan, and they won 3-2-5. And before that, in conference play, or actually non-conference play, they won at home at the Leonard Center, defeating Martin Luther College in New Ulm by a score of 3-0. We'll get the introductions here in just a bit. As a family-owned and operated business since 1971, Goodmanson Construction continues to develop concrete relationships with their commercial and residential customers throughout the Upper Midwest. Questions or concerns about concrete, asphalt, and the company's installation process, visit their website and goodmansonconstruction.com. And a proud sponsor of Wildcat Athletics since 1971, the Universal Athletic Team has been passionate about fueling the dreams of athletes, and they put all of their know-how into doing just that by servicing and selling athletic gear to the local athletes, high schools, and colleges. Universal Athletic has dedicated its heart and soul to the support of sports, fitness, and health programs in schools and communities. The standings right now here in the MIAC, we mentioned Gustavus is on top. Actually, they're tied now with St. Ben. St. Ben beat Bethel last night. Gustavus 6-0, St. Ben 6-0, St. Thomas 5-1. Augsburg and Bethel and Concordia are 4-2. And then it's St. Olaf, St. Mary's, Carleton, Hamlin, Macalester, and St. Kate. Other matches going on today around the MIAC. All right, what did I do with my schedule here? And sure enough, I got so many pieces of paper, and I lost some. All right.
Well, that's not them right
there. There we go. Last night, by the way, UW Whitewater defeated St. Thomas 3-1. Thomas came back and beat Wheaton, Illinois 3-0. Augsburg over St. Scholastica 3-0. St. Mary's over Carleton 3-2. Macalester, as mentioned, beat Finlandia 3-2. Gustavus over Stevens Point 3-1. St. Ben's in that big match defeated Bethel by a score of 3-0. In other action today, the UW Whitewater tournament continues. St. Thomas is there, as is Gustavus. Let's go downstairs, pick up the announcements.
And your St. Catherine University Wildcats. At this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And again, from the Butler Center, MIAC Volleyball here this afternoon. Matt Nelson, he was busy earlier this morning. Now let's check the lineups.
Starting first with the visiting Scots. First up, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Nicole Bennington. Next up, a 5'6" freshman, number 5, Claire Lomans. Next, a 5'6" senior, number 6, Sophie Asensio. Next, 5'8" senior, number 12, Emily Bowler. Next, 5'11" sophomore, number 14, Sophia Parmalee. Next, a 5'10" junior, number 15, Ashley Helfenstein. And starting at libero, a 5'2" sophomore, number 9, Abriella Dillon. Assistant coaches for the Scots are Tim Whalen, Lindsay Weaver, and Maddie Hill. Head coach in her second year is Ms. Sarah Graves. Now, volleyball fans, let's meet the starters for your St. Kate's Wildcats. First up, a 5'9" senior from Osceola, Wisconsin, number 8, Mackenzie Pepper. Next, a 5'8" junior from Byron, Minnesota, number 9, Emma Nelson. Next, a 5'10" sophomore from New London, Minnesota, number 12, Erin Tebben. Next, 5'9" freshman from Faribault, Minnesota, number 13, Lauren Isaacson. Next up, 5'7" sophomore from New London, Minnesota, number 14, Brooke Boyne. Next, a 5'10" sophomore from Osceola, Wisconsin, number 23, Erin Cutts. And starting at libero, a 5'4" freshman from Faribault, Minnesota, number 11, Grace Amaker. Assistant coaches for the Wildcats are Sam Sullivan and Jordan Hinkle. Head coach in his second season, Mr. Todd Nelson. Volleyball fan.
All right, thank you for the lineups. And Alex, who are some of the big hitters on these two teams? We know of Mackenzie Pepper and Emma Nelson for the Wildcats. What about for Macalester? Who leads them?
Well, when we look at the stats for the Macalester Scots, looking at the kills leaders, number 4, Nicole Bennington, the outside hitter, the senior. She's going to be one of the players to watch. Again, very lethal from the outside, especially as we were watching the warm-ups here. We saw the power that she has, and especially finding the seams on that back line where she can have some significant impact on the game. Otherwise, you also look at number 7, junior right setter. I believe that's what that stands for.
Yeah, right
Grace,
side.
Yeah, right side. Grace Bickner, who will be a threat here for this Scots club today.
But both teams playing with lots of errors. Both teams only hitting a little over 100 on their attack percentage so far. The Scots of the court to our left, the orange and the blue. And the Wildcats wearing the white today. The black pants and the purple numerals and a trim. And with that, it's time for Wildcat Volleyball here on Wildcat Game Central. Busy day on campus, cross-country earlier today. St. Kate's and Macalester over on campus. In fact, St. Kate's the only campus in the conference with a cross-country course. And soccer is just about complete. And the Wildcats were leading 2-1 against Concordia late in that ball game. Sophia Campbell with both goals for the Wildcats. Macalester to serve first, and Alex, take it away.
Well, thank you, Tom. Again, Macalester serving first here as the lineups get set and the liberos switch into the game. Macalester, again, as Tom mentioned, wearing their blue, libero and whites. And it looks like St. Kate's will serve back first, as that'll be Brooke Bunning to make the initial serve here. First set, Scots and Wildcats here at the Butler Center. Service sent across. Dug out nicely, the set, and then the play, a great play by Nelson to keep it alive. Amaker sends it across. Set there, looking on the far side, and there's a great dig there by Emma Nelson. Isaacson on the far side, a little tip, she got it, the kill for Isaacson, and an early 1-0 lead for the Wildcats.
Laura Isaacson, the freshman out of Faribault, she's going to play both volleyball and basketball this season here at St. Kate's.
1-0 Cats. Bunning sends it across. Stug onto the far side. Tip play dug out at the net. Sent across. Cuts tried to kill it. Couldn't do so. Setting up on the far side again. Blocked. And that's where we see the strength of Nicole Bennington, and a point for the Scots. Substitution for Macalester as Kendall Ford replaces Claire Lumens. And back to serve for the Scots will be Emily Bowler, senior, out of South Salem, New York. And service across. Play made by Nelson Bunning. Sets it, a nice kill there, and a open space in the back from Mackenzie Pepper. 2-1. Wildcats lead this opening set. As back into the game for the first time, comes Larissa Kitch, junior out of Oakdale, Creighton-Durham Hall, and she'll be in service. 2 serving 1. Ball sent across. Stug out. Set by Bowler, a nice play, and a great play there just to keep it alive. Amaker sends it across. Dug out, push play there, and that's a nice job of awareness by Sophia Parmalee, the sophomore from Tenafly, New Jersey, to put that one away, and 2-2 is our score. Hannah Detloff, junior, out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin. In service now for the Scots, sent across. Nelson there first. Set by Bunning onto the far side for cuts, a seam in the corner, and a point for the Wildcats.
Aaron, the sophomore middle hitter out of Osceola in South Dakota State. Nice back set, nice slide move by the Wildcats as they have their third lead, 3-2.
Cuts in service now. Dug out, play the line, nice block right there to keep things alive. Schwartzrock had to send it across. It's dug out there by Wilson. Sent back to the center, the libero. Dillon has to play it. Back onto the far side now. Pepper, nice dig there for the Scots to the corner. Trying to send it across. The Scots are able to do so. Bunning will set. Nelson tip play, corner. And the back of the surface of play here has been very dangerous as the Wildcats seem to keep aiming for that back corner, Tom.
Emma Nelson, 4 killed by the Wildcats by 4 different players. 4 serving 2.
Kept alive onto the far side now. Asensio into the net, a service error and a point for the Wildcats. Yeah, Tom, looking at these two teams here, the Macalester Scots, 460 errors coming into play today, a very high number for any team.
Their first error here tonight, 5 serving 2, Scots ball.
Play at the net, it hit the post is what they will rule, yep. A point for the Wildcats.
And another attack there, it hit the antenna, that's out of bounds. The Wildcats have scored 4 in a row, now lead by a score of 6-2.
A conversation between the official and the one down the line with the flag. These two teams met a season ago at Macalester. Looks like the point will change. It'll be Macalester point. Score changes back 5-3. A season ago when these two teams met at Macalester, it was a straight set victory for the Scots, 3-0, almost a year ago to the day.
Well, they're going to rule it. They're going to give the point to Nicole Bennington. It is now 3-5, Wildcat ball.
I think a nice tip and a nice set there by Bowler, sent across. Schwartzrock onto the far side. Pepper tried to kill it, could not. Set again. Onto the near side, found a hole and a nice kill there. That's Kendall Ford, the sophomore from Seattle, Washington, to put it away for Macalester, 4 serving 5. Back to serve now is Dillon, sophomore out of Brown Deer, Wisconsin, the libero. She'll send it across. Schwartzrock has to get to it. Bunning set on the near side. Pepper will try again. A block, but out of bounds and a point for the Wildcats. Substitutions abound as into the game now. Emily Carmen will come in as well as Megan Schwartzrock. She'll go back. Apologies for confusing Schwartzrock and Quiche in the early going. And it'll be Schwartzrock to serve for St. Kate's. Sent across, dug out, tricky play. Pushed across, nice dig there by Schwartzrock to keep it alive. Off the net, still in play, across the net to keep things going.
Nice play by Erin Tevin.
And a kill there as that was Hannah Detloff who was able to put that one away. 5 serving 6 substitution again here as Claire Lumans will return to the game, replacing Kendall Ford. And it'll be Lumans, the freshman out of Minneapolis Southwest, to serve. Sent across, dug by Nelson. Kept in the air by Schwartzrock. Nelson gets a chance at it. Stuck there, Sweely. Sent across, too strong on the kill attempt by Asensio, and a point for the Wildcats.
2-point lead, 7 serving 5. Kish will come out, and Lauren Isaacson will come back in for the Wildcats. And back to the line is Nelson.
Nelson serving. Center of the court is where she'll make contact. Set play, blocked at the line. And the far side, Pepper a chance. Doug. It's kept alive. Trying to send it across was Detloff, able to do so. Schwartzrock, a set. Isaacson couldn't finish it. Sent back across. Nelson with the dig. Schwartzrock, set, and a kill. A nice play and a nice setup there as Erin Tevin puts it away. The sophomore from New London Spicer.
And now 5 kills by 5 different players. The other 3 points coming out there is 8-5. Wildcats serving.
Nelson in service, dug out. They'll get to it on the far side. Asensio at the net, a point. Went right into the net. It'll be 9 serving 5 upcoming here. First set. Wildcats and Scots here from
I don't know if they're going to call that 4 hits or a block by the Wildcats.
On the service error for Nelson gives a point back to St. Kate's. Or not St. Kate's, excuse me, Macalester.
And Parmalee will come back in for the Scots, and Detloff will sit out. 6 serving 9, first set, best 3 out of 5.
Sophie Asensio to serve now for Macalester. Sent across, dug out by Amaker. Schwartzrock to it, set for Isaacson, off the hands, found the corner, point for the Wildcats.
Plus in the net was Claire Lumans. And Isaacson has her second kill. The first-year player played for the Fairville Falcons in the Big 9 Conference.
Gristle as Schwartzrock tying her shoe. Grace Amaker, the freshman from Faribault, in to do service here.
Oh, soccer going overtime. Second overtime tied at 2. Wildcats had a 2-0 lead, now 2-2. Second overtime on the other side of campus.
Tricky ball as the Scots send it across. Nelson on the dig. Schwartzrock to set. Kill attempt. Blocked nicely. Dug out rather by Lumans. Sent across. Nice dig by Schwartzrock. Keep it alive, but it goes out of bounds and a point for the Scots.
Now Emily Bowler, their setter, with a finger roll with the left hand, and it is 7 serving 10. As Helpenstein, I guess it's pronounced, with Tim told me. Tim Wallen, who assistant coach, coached at Hill Murray for a number of years.
Schwartzrock. Dug out, they'll keep it alive. Helfenstein to it. Third hit on the far side, off the hands of Amaker. I'm not sure she had to play, but because she did, a point for the Scots of Macalester College.
And Emily Bowler, she has her second kill. And the Scots are within 2, 8 serving 10.
Helfenstein in service. Sent across, dug by Nelson. Schwartzrock for Isaacson. Got on top of the ball, in to the net. A nice dig play there. Sent across, blocked at the line. Kept alive, though, on the far side by the Wildcats. Tipped back across. Nice play to keep it alive. Looking to set for Isaacson again. A tip and a seam and a point for the Wildcats. Well, it's a couple of great plays there, Tom, by Emily Carmen, the senior, to keep that play alive. And it results in a point for the Wildcats.
Isaacson throws a changeup at the Scots, picks up her third kill. And the Wildcat lead is again 3 at 11, serving 8.
Bunning to serve again for St. Kate's. Sent across, dug by Asensio. Onto the far side. So look to set Isaacson right at the libero, able to respond just on power alone. Good play by Bunning. Isaacson gets another chance. Takes the changeup this time off the hands there of Lumans, and another point for St. Kate's.
Again, Lauren has 4, and the Wildcats have taken that 4-point lead at 12-8. Wildcat Volleyball here on Augie Games, correction, on Wildcat Game Central. I forget what school I'm broadcasting for here this afternoon. Hey, transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northfield Lines Incorporated, dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or make a reservation at 888-670-8068 or visit the website northfieldlines.com. And Twin City Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians at the University of St. Kitts, Augsburg University, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. So 2-2, second overtime, across campus volleyball. St. Thomas, the final, they beat Stevens Point in Whitewater 3-2. Against Davis, they defeated La Crosse down in La Crosse 3-2. UW Stout came into Cy Melby Hall, beat my Augies by a score of 3-2. St. Thomas over Luther County jumped to Cora 3-0. And a final over in Whitewater against Davis, winning their 18th match of the year. They defeated La Crosse. La Crosse is a good team, or in Whitewater, and they won there by a score of 3-2. And later we have Finlandia at Hamlin, UW Superior at St. Olaf, Martin Luther at Hamlin, St. Olaf and Bethany Lutheran. We're underway.
Parmalee tried to push it across. That'll be 2 hits, I believe, on Parmalee, or a lift rather, is what the officials will call. Bunning will serve again, 13 serving 8. Opening set here again of this volleyball matchup, ending a day of sports here on the campus of St. Kitts as Bunning sends it across. Finds the back line, but a little too strong, and the service error will give Macalester a chance. Again, it is, as you may have noticed, a ton of pink on the court today, as St. Kitts University has been holding washout cancer events, starting with the cross-country, soccer at 1 p.m., and each team has been collecting donations to the American Cancer Society Hope Lodge. We're certainly glad that they've been doing that. Send across, Amaker to dig. Bunning setting Isaacson. A nice dig there by Asensio. She'll get it back, a chance on the far side. A nice reach by Isaacson, but the kill by Bennington. We talked about the danger that she can do on that far side. She proves it again there.
Well, plus she went cross-court, a nice angle on it, and she hit it around the block, found the floor, and it'll be 10 serving 13. Bolo serving, and there's a service error. That's their first here tonight.
So we'll have 14 serving 10 as Larissa Kish comes back into the game. She'll serve here as she replaced Lauren Isaacson, a freshman.
Cuts, Nelson, Pepper, Bunning, Amaker, and Kish on the floor for the Wildcats.
Kish in service. It's dug out by Bennington. Tip play across. Kept it alive at the line. Nice play by the Wildcats. Nelson, tip play trying to find a seam. Could not do so. Dug out there by Bowler. Sent across Bennington with a kill attempt. Amaker gets the dig. On the far side, Pepper blocked at the line. They'll try to set it again. Bunning looking for Nelson. A tip to the back corner and a nice diving play by Dillon. Dillon, but into the net, though, and a point for the Wildcats as they lead this first set 15-10.
Emma Nelson, the junior from Byron, has her second kill. 15-10. Wildcats equaled their biggest lead.
Kish in service again. Dug out. Looking to set. Tip play. Nice dig there by Kish to keep it alive. Onto the far side. Pepper, a dig. Or a kill attempt, rather, high into the rafters. It's kept alive. Dillon able to push it across. Amaker for Bunning now. And a kill attempt. Found the seam. Beautiful play by Aaron Cutts to put that point away.
And that's the definition of a quick set. They quick set the middle. Aaron buried it. And she has her second kill, and the Wildcats lead 16-10.
Kish to serve. They continue to aim for that back far line. Bennington, a kill attempt, too strong. Another point there on the attack error. Again, Tom, we looked at our statistics here today. Coming into play, the Macalester Scots only hitting 101. Not really a percentage that you're looking for.
And substitution coming in is Gabby Ivey. She's from St. Louis, Missouri. John Burroughs High School down there. She is a senior, one of their 4 seniors.
Set play onto the far side. It is Ivy, fresh into the game, who just misses that one. Again, the senior from St. Louis, Missouri. And a point for the Wildcats. 18-10, they lead. Kish back in service. A nice little run here for the Wildcats. Kish in service. Sent across. Low flow of play just right at the attack line. Onto the far side. Ivy, dig attempt, but it's down. They rule. I'm not sure about that one, Tom.
I think
Amaker got her finger
right
on it, yeah.
It.
And we'll have another substitution here as Parmalee comes out, replaced by Detloff, and Detloff will be the one to serve.
Gabby Ivey picking up the kill. 11 serving 18.
Detloff in service. Dug by Amaker. Bunning on the set play. Cuts, tried to kill it. A powerful shot there, aimed right at the hands of Hannah Detloff. And that is another kill. Erin Cuts has been lethal tonight.
She's got 3.
19 serving 11.
Just a sophomore. We got 2 more years out of her.
Cuts to serve. Sent across. Trying to set play at the line. Nice dig by Cuts to keep it alive. Bunning looking for Nelson. Nelson, nice dig there to keep it alive. Onto the far side. Asensio found the seam in the far side. Again, that cross-court action gives a point to the Scots.
And Sophie, again, one of their seniors, she picks up her first kill. 12 serving 19 as Abby Dillon goes back to the service line out of Milwaukee. Actually, University School of Milwaukee.
Bunning looking to set Pepper. A nice dig by Dillon. Stays back in play. Bunning set on the far side now for Nelson. A little bit too far as it went off the hands of Emily Bowler, and a point as they lead now 20-12 in this opening set. We'll get substitutions as back into the game comes Emily Carmen and Megan Schwartzrock. It'll be Schwartzrock to serve here, 20 serving 12. Again, first to 25 in each of these sets. First to best out of, best out of 5 is what we're looking for here. Schwartzrock in service. Stug looking to the far side. Helfenstein couldn't get it. An attack error again for Macalester, and they lead 21-12. Schwartzrock back in service. The whistle blows high into the air. Stug looking to set Helfenstein again. Block play at the line. Still dug out there by Ford. A whistle blows. It'll be a point for St. Kate's.
Two-hit
call.
Hey, good news. The Wildcats scored in the second overtime. They win their 5th game of the year. They defeat Concordia in conference by a score of 3-2. And I mentioned Campbell got the first 2 goals. Let's see what Lindsay has. Lindsay will be here shortly. And who got the last goal? It was Caitlin. I'm going to butcher her last name. Mashavec. Anyway, Caitlin got the game winner in the second overtime. And the Wildcats win 3-2 in conference in the MIAC. Tonight's broadcast, a production of TJ Broadcast Services. That's my company. Website is tjsportsonline.net. Comments, suggestions, requests can be directed to tjwitchy@yahoo.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Next broadcast for the Wildcats next Wednesday night. Matt Nelson will be back here. Matt Nelson, when the Wildcats will be entertaining St. Olaf. I'll be up in St. Joe for Oxford and St. Ben's. Coach Todd Nelson has out on the floor. There's Aaron Tevin, Gracie Amaker, Lauren Kish, Schwartzrock, and Carmen is out there, and Nelson, Emma's out there as well. For Sarah Graham, just her second year, Tim Wallen, his second season on staff with the Scots, Lindsay Weaver and Maddie Hill in their first year on staff at Macalester. Tim, from head coach at Hill Murray High School, he had some great years with the Pioneers.
Sent across by Schwartzrock on the serve. Set play, we get a whistle. I will wait to see, I believe 2 hits. That's what they will rule, 23-12. Biggest lead of this opening set here for the Wildcats. Schwartzrock back in serve. We'll get a quick substitution here as Nelson will come off, replaced by Tori Sweetley, the sophomore outside hitter from Fernando, Minnesota.
GFW, Gibbon Fairfax went to a good football school down there. The Buffaloes.
Schwartzrock in service here as we get a timeout, and we'll wait for play to resume. Again, Schwartzrock to serve for the Wildcats. Sent across. Can be dug there. Play set on the far side for Asensio. Too strong. It'll be set point upcoming here for the Wildcats.
Another attack here. By the way, the Wildcats with that conference win now have 11 points in conference, temporarily in second place in the conference.
Schwartzrock across. Doug bowling across. Dug out there by Schwartzrock. Kish sends it across on the far side. Nice play by Dillon. Onto the near side. Killed. Not quite in the field of play. No one touched it. It'll be Kendall Ford on the attack error, and that gives the Wildcats their first set win here of the game.
25-12 is your final. They've led all the way. There were 3 different ties a couple of different ties. But their biggest lead here at the finish, they win by 13. Very unofficial wait for the stands from House. Craig Roberts is our statistician here this afternoon. House and I go back to 1997 when he was the hockey SID at the University of Minnesota for the Gopher women's hockey team. He's my broadcast partner for the first few years of the program. Anyway, we'll wait the stats, but what I've got, and Pep has 1 kill, Mackenzie Pepper. Emma Nelson has 3. Aaron 7-1. Lauren Isaacson 4 early. She was on fire. And Aaron Cutts in the middle. Boy, she played a good, strong first set. For Macalester, kills Kendall Ford 1. Nicole Bennington 1. Sophie Asensio with 1. Hannah Detloff with 1. Emily Bowler, their center, with 2. And no aces in that first set. The Wildcats had 2 service errors. The Scots had 1. The Wildcats. That's right, I did Augsburg last night. No, the Wildcats, they had 2 team blocks in that first set. For exceptional service and selection, look no further than Fury Motors of St. Paul, the #1 family-owned dealer to buy a Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram since 1963. So much to choose from, and they make the shopping process easy. Also offering genuine service and financing. Visit St. Paul, FuryMotors.com for more information. And People's Electric Company is your full-service electrical contractor, one of the Upper Midwest largest, from building and process automation, communications, construction, energy savings, testing, and maintenance. Founded in 1922 by William F. Lindbergh, located in St. Paul. That website is www.peoplesco.com. Other sponsors, Wildcat Athletics, the Ryan Company, the Hickey Family, U.S. Bank, the Leffler Companies, Cohen USA, and the Opus Group. And we mentioned about half of the matches right now in the conference are done. Number of tournaments going on this weekend. Next Wednesday we get back into conference play. And Wednesday it'll be Carleton is at Hamlin, Augsburg at St. Ben's, Bethel at Concordia, St. Olaf here at the Butler Center to take on the Wildcats. Gustavus at St. Thomas, big match there. St. Mary's at Macalester. But again, the late matches in the non-conference weekend. And it's St. Olaf and Bethany Lutheran tonight. Martin Luther taking Hamlin. They're taking on the Pipers at the Hamlin Quad. UW Superior at St. Olaf down to Mankato. And Hamlin hosting Finlandia in the Hamlin Quad at the Hutton Arena on the campus of Hamlin University. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats who gets set for the second set.
Still waiting on official sets. It looks like there may be some printer error going on over there, but that's okay. That happens from time to time. Teams will switch sides. St. Kate's serving left to right across your computer screen, and Macalester the opposite at right to left. We'll get the official lineup set and the rotation set as they are required to do so.
And make sure everybody's in rotation.
So we'll wait play here. Again, second set here. Macalester trailing, which means St. Kate's, of course, leading 1-0. The final substitutions are made. Everybody's doing their teamwork, sportsmanship things that they normally do. And this time Macalester will start this second set with service. It'll be the libero, as that'll be Avery Dillon, the sophomore from Brown Deer, Wisconsin, University School of Milwaukee, to do service for the Scots here in this second set. And with the official's whistle and the direction to begin service and begin play, Dillon will serve from the far side. In service, ball in the air, Isaacson on the dig, sent it off, hits the pole on the other side. That's a point early in the set for Macalester.
And the Scots have their first lead of the match.
Dillon to serve again from that far side. Sent across, dug by Nelson, just shy of the attacking line. Set for Pepper, found the seam in play, evens up the second set at 1 apiece.
And a beautiful set from Brooks. Mackenzie Pepper, her second kill. And we're tied at 1-1.
Kish back in, replacing Isaacson, as it will be Kish to serve here. From the center of the service area. Sent across, big play. It's kept alive. Sent across. Onto the near side now. Asensio tried to kill, could not. Bunning with the set for Nelson. Nelson, nice dig there, but could not keep play going was Macalester off the nice dig by Emily Bowler. That's a 2-1 Wildcat lead.
And Emma has her 4th kill. She has 4. Isaacson has 4. And the Wildcats have their first lead of the second set, 2-1.
Kish across. Dug onto that far side. Off the hands as Ford looked to keep play alive, tugging that line on the far side. It'll be 3-1 now as quickly the Wildcats have begun to take this lead here and look to pull away.
And that's their first ace of the night. No errors.
Both teams averaging about 2 aces per set. Ford again. Dug out nicely by Bunning high into the rafters. Amaker to it. Will be sent across by Kish. It's kept alive. Looking on the near side, Asensio. Great dig by Nelson to keep play going. Nelson sent across. Found a seam, middle of the court, and a kill there for the junior Emma Nelson out of Byron, Minnesota. Kish will do service again. 4-1 here. Second set from the Butler Center. Alongside Tom Witchen, I'm Alex Westham. Please be bringing you this Division III volleyball matchup here in the MIAC. It's kept alive. Bunning on the far side for Nelson, right at Hannah Detloff. Ford looking to kill. Nice dig there by Kish. Onto the far side again. Nelson off the hands. Set play here. Looking Asensio. Nice block by Cuts at the line. 5-1 now. The Wildcats lead this second set.
And that's their 3rd team block here tonight. And they have scored now 5 in a row. And lead by a score of 5-1.
Kish in service. Dug by Detloff. Set play looking for a nice dig there by Bunning. Nelson a try off the hands of Detloff and out. And after this first point of this set went the way of Macalester, it's been 6 straight points for the Wildcats.
And with Byron Bear down along Highway 14 west of Rochester. Larissa Kish serving. Gets one back on a service error.
The service error for Kish. We'll get a substitution here for the Scots as Ford is replaced by Gabby Ivy, and she'll go back to serve, the senior outside hitter out of St. Louis, Missouri. Wonderful town, St. Louis, in my opinion.
Never been there.
Ivy in service from the far side.
Been close going to Branson, but
kill attempt for Cuts, kept alive. Kish miscommunication there as Kish and I believe Mackenzie Pepper were trying to communicate with each other in the attacking zone. Couldn't quite do so. 3-6 now as Ivy will serve again for the Scots. Ivy in service. Sent across. Amaker on the dig. Sent across. Nice dig there by Cuts. Bunning on the far side. Nelson. Ivy able to get there for the dig. Onto the near side now. Asensio block at the line and a point for St. Kate's.
Block number 4. Give Pep and company credited for that one. Pepper and Cuts on the block, and it is Aaron going back to the service line.
Sent across. And nice dig there, keeping things alive. Asensio, center of the court now. Nice dig play. They'll keep it alive. A set chance now for Kish. She'll tip it across. Set play just sent over. Nice play there by Kish to get it again. On the near side, Pepper could not finish. On the near side, again, just that tip play, a nice play. Great dig attempts there by Lauren Kish, but ultimately it is Ashley Helfenstein that's able to, Helfenstein rather. I'm going to make that mistake a couple more times, apologize about that. But it is Helfenstein that's able to put that point away.
She's from Sunnydale, California. Nice assist from their setter, Emily Bowler. It is 4-7.
Sophia Asensio in service, the senior, San Francisco, California. From the near side, almost at the corner of that service area. Sent across. Tip play right at the hands. And
I think Larissa probably should have let it go. She didn't know where she was in that back line. It was definitely on its way out. Larissa got her hands on it, and that'll be an ace. And the Scats have their first ace of the night.
Asensio service. Set play. I believe that was in. It was, and that'll be a kill for Erin Tevin, the sophomore from New London Spicer. Substitution now as Schwartzrock will come in to replace Bunning, and I believe there was one more that came on. I'm not quite sure
Pepper
who.
came out and Tevin came back in.
Emily Carmen back into the game.
Emily Carmen, excuse me.
Megan Schwartzrock, junior, Hutchinson, Minnesota, in service. Sent across, dug by Ivy. On to the near side now. Parmalee able to send it across. Schwartzrock, tip play. Nelson, nice dig attempt there as it's held onto by Dillon. Sent across, Ivy now. Amaker in the attacking zone. Big attempt, dug nicely. Near side, Parmalee will get a chance again. Too strong, out of bounds. 9-5 rather. Will be the lead now for St. Kate's.
An attack here from Macalester. A nice play on that last rally by Aaron Tebben to keep it alive.
Schwartzrock almost with an ace, but the play kept alive. Tip play, nice! Excellent positioning for Emily Carmen, the senior from Maple Grove. Give a point, we'll have a timeout on the court. Macalester, their first here of the second set.
Emily Carmen, one of the two seniors for head coach Chad Nelson. Played her high school volleyball up at Osseo, the Orioles up there. I don't know if she played for Bill up there or not. But it is 10-5 as the Wildcats have the lead. Our broadcast here this afternoon, one of 7 that we will feature during the volleyball season. We'll have about 10 basketball games for you. Our broadcast, a presentation of the University of St. Kate's, produced by TJ Broadcast Services. Our website, tjsportsonline.net. The broadcast tonight is brought to you by the Goodmanson Construction Company, Twin City Orthopedics, Universal Athletics, Northfield Lions, People's Electric, and Fury Motors. St. Kate's and St. Olaf Wednesday night here at the Butler Center. Matt Nelson will be back behind the mic. The next weekend, it'll be the annual St. Kate's Wildcat Invitational. As some 7 teams will be in town, and we will be video streaming all 8 matches. There won't be any audio other than our crowd mics and maybe the PA announcers, but no play-by-play, but we will have video of the entire tournament here on tjsportsonline.net. So just go to the website and click on the appropriate link, and you can watch the matches. Again, 3-2 in overtime. St. Kate's over Concordia. And Macalester getting the game winner in the second overtime. Wildcats now 3-1-2 in conference, 5-2-2 overall.
10-5, St. Kate's lead the second set. Megan Schwartzrock again in service. Dug out by Asensio. Set play looking for Parmalee. Too strong again. Second straight attack error for Parmalee, and that's 11-5 now. St. Kate's leads.
And that is their 4th attack here as the Wildcats lead.
Schwartzrock, quick service. Dug out by Asensio. Set play and a dig kill there by Ashley Helfenstein. Gives Macalester another point. It'll be Helfenstein back to serve now.
Ashley with her second kill. Right now, Macalester hitting a minus 143 in the second set. 6 serving 11.
Big play there by Nelson, just a little bit off the side of the hand, sends it into the nice crowd here today at the Butler Center.
Helfenstein picking up the third of the afternoon for the Scots. 7 serving 11. Yeah, good crowd on hand.
Helfenstein across, hit the net, kept in play though. Then on the far side, kill attempt. Helfenstein's able to dig it out. Set play, Asensio. Off the hand of Schwartzrock. I believe it hit the net first. Would have been a point for St. Kate's, but either way, it is a point for the Scots. 9 serving.
I think was that Emily Bowler?
I think it was Bowler, yeah.
That is her 4th. And she, in addition to setting, she also plays the right side.
8 serving 11.
Good serving.
Schwartzrock sent across. Ivy there on the dig. Under the near side now. Bennington, nice dig by Amaker. On the far side, Nelson off the hand of Asensio. Bennington kept alive. Asensio will have to send it into the net. An attack error for the Scots. 12 serving 8 now. St. Kate's re-extends their lead to 4. Substitutions, Isaacson back in replacing Kish. It'll be Emma Nelson to serve for the Wildcats.
Nelson with 6 kills.
Nelson.
And then gives them back.
A service error for Emma Nelson.
Number 4 for the Wildcats, 9 serving 12. As Ivy will come on. Coming back into the match for Macalester's Kendall Ford. And Emily Bowler, their setter, will do the honors. 9 serving 12, second set. Wildcats up 1-0.
Dig by Nelson. Schwartzrock. Kill attempt. Nice dig there, but off the hands, and that falls for a kill for Emily Carmen. 13 serving 9. As a substitution now here again, as Tebben will leave the court temporarily for Aaron Cutts, a sophomore, Osceola, Wisconsin.
Emily didn't try to hit her on the block. She hammered her right through the block and got the point.
Set there. Parmalee. Nice awareness on the tip play. Gives Macalester a point. A nice tip into the attack zone.
Sophia has her first kill.
Back to serve now for Macalester. Hannah Detloff back into the game. 10 serving 13 here in the second set. In the air, dug by Nelson. Schwartzrock just at the net. Tip play, Isaacson could not convert. Bennington, Schwartzrock has it now. High into the air. Looking, found a seam, but there was Bowler to dig it out. Setting for Asensio. Across. Schwartzrock now, near side. Big corner. Nice kill there, Emily Carmen. 14 to serve 10. Substitutions now again. Bunning back into the game, as well as Mackenzie Pepper, as Schwartzrock and Carmen will take a seat temporarily. 14 serving 10, as it'll be Bunning to serve. The sophomore setter, New London Spicer. In service and across. Dug out by Detloff. On the far side, Bennington off the hands. Good dig there by Amaker. Near side, Pepper took a little something off. Could not convert. On the far side, Bennington. Dug by Nelson for Bunning. Kill for Cuts. Too strong as it's over that center line. Or they do say it's in. Interesting.
I'm going to send a dinner ticket to that linesman who called that.
As it'll be a point for St. Kate.
Did Kat get that one?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. She got 5, and there's an ace.
An ace there as Bunning's able to hit it off the tip of the net, and no Scott could get to it. It'll be 16 serving 10 now.
Wildcats, their second ace. Kish has the other one. Lewis is 16 serving 10.
Bunning in service. Across, dug there by Asensio. Set by Bowler. Onto the near side, Bennington right at the hands of Nelson, and a point for Macalester. Back to serve now again. Mabry Dillon, sophomore, Brown Deer, Wisconsin. She'll serve from the far back corner of the service area.
Bennington came out, Helpenstein came in.
Sent across, dug by Isaacson. Benning now, looking for Pepper. Tip play, a dig attempt there, but could not get to it all the way, was Emily Bowler. And a point for St. Kate's. More substitutions as Kish will come back in, replacing Isaacson, and it'll be Kish to serve. Substitution of the ball now. We have a brief stoppage as Emily Bowler will clean a slick spot off the floor. And after a brief stoppage, we'll have service here again. Kish to serve for the Wildcats. 17 serving 11 here, second set. Wildcats lead 1-0. As the official whistle below, Kish sends it across. Too strong on that one. That time the back judge does get it correct. 12 serving 17. We'll have a substitution again as Ivy will come back into the game, replacing Ford, and it'll be Ivy to serve. Gabby Ivy for Macalester, sent across. Dug play by Kish. High into the air, Amaker will send it across. Dug by Ivy on the opposite side. Sent on the near side, Asensio got to it, did Bunning. On the near side, Pepper could not kill as it's dug by Detloff. Asensio again sends it across, off the hands of Bunning, too far off the back line. I think that just hit the corner of her left hand and just went back. Not a whole lot the Wildcats could have done with that one.
And she'll be with her third kill. The Scots with 5 kills by 5 different players here in the second set. 13 serving 17.
Ivy to serve. Sent across, dug by Amaker. Tough play. Pepper kept alive. Cuts, adding to a strong game today. Into the net. Kept alive, though, by the Scots. Dug by Kish. Bunning cuts again. Corner! And a point for St. Kate's. A career afternoon so far for Erin Cuts.
Yeah, not to be denied on that second attempt. She has her 4th kill. And the Wildcats lead by 5, 18-13.
Second timeout for Macalester.
We're talking about soccer and the standings right now. In the MIAC and women's soccer, St. Olaf and St. Thomas tied for the top spot. Then Bethel, Augsburg, Carleton, St. Kate's now with that win with 11 points. And depending on action earlier today, they could be as high as 3rd in the conference at the end of the day. Second division has St. Ben's, Concordia, Gustavus, Hamlin, Macalester, and St. Mary's. On the men's side of things, and the soccer front, Gustavus in first place with 13 points, and then Macalester and St. Thomas tied. Augsburg, St. John's, both with 9 points, and then Hamlin and St. Olaf with 6. Carleton, St. Mary's, Bethel, and Concordia. As the playoffs get underway in soccer at the end of October. I believe it's Tuesday, Wednesday on the semifinals. Championship match on Saturday, November 3rd. That's also the same week for the volleyball tournament as well.
Well, back to play here. Aaron Cutts will do service for the St. Kate Wildcats, leading the second set 18-13. Again, we want to thank you for joining us on a very chilly outside but warm inside the Butler Center here in the gym at St. Kate's University in St. Paul.
Way too early for these type of temperatures, you know that? It's early October. What happened to Indian summer?
Cutts in service, sent across. Dug by Detloff,
And
but right there, that'll be a service ace there for Aaron Cutts, 19 serving 13.
Third ace
So
for the Wildcats.
another brief stoppage to clean up a slick spot. Team's on the right side of the court. A lot of slick spots so far in this one. We wait for that spot to get cleaned up. As it is now. Looking at the schedule for the Wildcats following tonight again, the St. Kate's Invitational Tournament next weekend. As Cutts will wait for the whistle and service. 19 serving 13. Sent across, dug by Detloff. Bowling kept it to the side. Asensio tried to kill it, could not. Cutts, Bunning on the far side. Isaacson, a kill. Another great point there. 20 serving 13. Well, a simple bump set spike play allows Emma Nelson to kill that one away. 20 serving 13 now.
Leading the Wildcats until she has 7.
Cutts in service. Off the hands of Detloff. Another service ace for Cutts. 21 serving 13 now.
3 aces this set. Aaron has 2 of those, 21 serving 13. Now Larissa Kish will come out, and Julia Weiler, I hope it's pronounced, first year out of Shakopee, coming in for the first time. Weiler.
Dillon on the dig. Set play. Ivy a chance. Dug there by Bunning. Weiler, first chance to play the ball. Nice dig there by Ivy, but could not convert. 22-13 now in the second set. Another substitution for the Wildcats, as it'll be Tori Sweely to come on, replacing Emma Nelson in the St. Kate's attack.
Pep now with 7, and Emma Nelson with 7. The 2 seniors. Carmen is the other senior. Nelson is a junior. Anyway, 22 serving 13.
Dug across attempt there. Pushed back. Cutts over the net. Kept alive. Nice play there to get to it. Sweely, dig. We get a whistle. It'll be a Macalester point as we get a...
That call for over the net.
Over the net, yep. Thought we may have had one on the near side, but they do wait for that one.
Gracie comes back in, and Cutts will sit on Emily Amaker. Great match against Superior.
Sophie Asensio to serve now for Macalester. 14 serving 22. Dug by Amaker. Bunning. Kill attempt. Swung out onto the far side. Ivy with a kill chance. Blocked at the line. It'll be a St. Kate's point.
That is their 4th block tonight. All of the double block variety. Botting out. Papper out. Schwartzrock in. And coming in for the first time is Bree Leverance, first-year middle hitter from Andover. The Andover Huskies up there in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Double set point for the Wildcats.
Schwartzrock serves, hits the top of the net, kept alive. Set play, a nice kill there, goes well past, and again, Ashley Helfenstein has been very lethal in the center of the court for the Scots. It'll be 15 serving 23 as Helfenstein will go back to play.
Now playing that middle, she has 3 kills.
Helfenstein to serve, 15 serving 23. Sent across. Dug, Schwartzrock to it, onto the far side for Sweely. Dug by the Scots, play over the net, kept it alive. Nobody falls. A miscommunication there between all of the Macalester Scots defensively gives a set point chance here for St. Kate's.
Tori Sweely and company. Also on the block with Aaron Kevin. Yep, set point. Wildcats already leading 1-0.
Sweely to serve. Sent across, Asensio. Bunning, Parmalee finds a hole in the center, able to get a kill, 16 serving 24. Substitution now as Ivy will come back out. Kendall Ford back in for the Scots. As back to serve, it'll be Emily Bowler, again the senior from South Salem, New York. in service. Led by Sweely. Play Leverance, able to get to it. It's kept alive. Slow play now, Amaker. Schwartzrock kill attempt, able to get it, and the set point for Aaron Tebben, 25-16. The Wildcats win this second set and lead 2-0.
Yeah, beautiful quick set the middle. And bearing it for the Wildcats with Aaron Tebben, her third kill of the set, and the Wildcats are up by a score of 2-0. As a family-owned and operated business since 1971, Goodmanson Construction continues to develop concrete relationships with their commercial and residential customers throughout the upper Midwest. Questions or concerns about concrete, asphalt, and the company's installation process, visit their website at goodmansonconstruction.com. And a proud sponsor of Wildcat Athletics since 1971, the Universal Athletic Team has been passionate about fueling the dreams of athletes, and they put all their know-how into doing just that by servicing and selling athletic gear to local athletes, high schools, and colleges. Universal Athletic has dedicated its heart and soul to the support of sports, fitness, and health programs in schools and communities. I have to get with them, see if they can't provide us some polo shirts for our broadcast crew up here. I know Eric had said something about that. Eric Stacy, our athletic director. And I saw Lindsay here briefly coming from the soccer game. She may be taking a long shower to try to warm up after sitting in that cold weather for about 3 hours. Again, Craig Roberts is our statistician across the way. Also works for Benilde St. Margaret's, does a lot of their stats for football and hockey. Scoreboard. And for those of you that are football fans, what do we got? Carleton beat Hamlin 42-26. Gustavus over Concordia, bit of an upset, 27-14. St. John's leads Bethel. That's the final, 34-16. And last score we had the half, St. Thomas beating up on my August 50-14. Men's soccer, Augsburg and Hamlin later on this afternoon. Carleton and St. Thomas first half, they are scoreless. Later this afternoon, men's soccer, Gustavus and Bethel. First half, men's soccer, St. John's 1, St. Mary's nothing. Tonight, St. Olaf and Macalester. Here comes our stats. And for the Wildcats, good set. They hit 333. For the match, they're hitting 356. What do you say they started the day? A little over 100?
For the Wildcats, they were at, I have 150 was their attack percentage coming into play today.
15 of 39, 2 errors. No errors in that first set. Macalester 8 of 33. And 6 errors, 0 of 61. 3 ties, and 1 tie in that second set, 1 lead change. For the Scots, Bennington leading the way with 5. Asensio has 4, Bowler 3, Parmalee 2, Helfenstein 3, Ford 1, Gabbiati with 1 for the Wildcats. Pep has 6, Mackenzie Pepper with 6, Emma Nelson with 7, Aaron Kevin with 3, Lauren Isaacson with 3, Aaron Cutts with 5, Emily Carmen with 3, and Brianna Leverance with 1. Full races, including 2 from Aaron Cutts. For the Scots, 3 aces by 3 different players. Wildcats have 3 team blocks. The Wildcats have 1. We get set for set number 3. Both teams coming off of wins. The Wildcats defeating UW Superior on the road earlier this week, and Macalester last night at home defeating Finlandia University from Hancock, Michigan. And they went 5-3-2.
Started set number 3 here, 2-0. St. Kate's leads, looking to put this one away rather. And we'll be bunting to start this one. We started set number 1 with a kill, and they led 1-0 after that set. But the play will continue. Amaker able to get to it. Bunting on the set play. Isaacson off the hands, and the kill for Isaacson. 1-0 St. Kate's.
Lauren with 4. I already had her 4 in my stats, but anyway, she didn't play much in the second set, but she dominated the first set, and the Wildcats lead 1-0.
Bunting in service, dug out by Ivy. Play at the net. Which way will they rule? It'll be a point for St. Kate's. 2-0 early. Tom, I think the statistic that is most eye-opening to me when you look at the attack percentage, 0.71 for Macalester over today compared to 3.56. That's quite the difference. Play Nice kill there, just a simple, almost a set kill there for Helfenstein. Able to put that one away. 1-2, or 1 serving 2 now, as Helfenstein will go back to serve for the Scots. In service, Helfenstein. Stuck by Isaacson. Bunning able to play it. Pepper with a kill in the zone, and that's a kill for Pepper. Mackenzie Pepper, that is. 3-1 now.
And Pep's got 7. Nelson has 7 to lead the way. The Wildcats lead by 2. And Kish will come in. Isaacson will sit down. Larissa will go do the honors at the service line. 3 serving 1.
Mackenzie Kish. Larissa Kish, rather, excuse me. In service, Parmalee. They tried to extend it across, could not. Kish, the set for Pepper. And that will be out of play. And that'll be a point for the Scots. We'll get a quick substitution as Ivy will come back off, replaced by Kendall Ford. 6'0" from Seattle, the Northwest School up there in the Pacific Northwest. As that'll be Emily Bowler to serve. Senior 5'8", South Salem, New York. 2 serving 3. Bowler across. Dug by Kish for Bunning. Onto the near side. Nelson, tip play. Nice dig by Bowler. Onto the far side. Another tip. Great play by Aaron Cutts to dig that one out. Nelson, a kill. Backline it in. 4 serving 2.
And Emma now with 8, closing in on double figures. 4-2.
Aaron Cutts, in my opinion, the player of the game so far, will do service. 4 serving 2.
Hannah Flatness, junior from Elk Mound, coming into the match for the Wildcats.
On the far side, Pepper, a kill. Lethal from that far side today. 5 serving 2 now. Looking at her attack percentage, .375 starting this third set. Be 5 serving 2. Cutts again. Dug there by Dillon. Bowler on the far side. Bennington would get a whistle. Get a double hit.
Yeah, Coach Todd Nelson playing both of his middles with Hannah Flatness and Aaron Cutts on the floor. Cutts doing the serving with a couple of aces. Flatness playing up front, 6-2.
Cutts in service. Dug by Asensio. Bowling on the far side. Bennington, nice. Dig from Kish. Cutts puts it into the air. Nelson to send it over. Dug by Dillon. Bowling. Onto the near side. Kill attempt, but it's blocked. Ford tried to kill it, could not. The team block of the Wildcats puts that point away.
That's her 4th block.
7 serving 2. Cutts sent across. Dug by Asensio for Bowling on the far side. Bennington, slow change-up kind of attack there. Nelson with speed and authority to the back corner. 8 serving 2.
Why not go with the hot hand? Emma's got 9. And the Wildcats lead by 6, 8-2 here in the third set. Already up 2-0. Pounding the ball at a .356 clip.
It's dug out. Bowling onto the far side looking for Bennington again. Blocked, but right down as it hit Pepper right in the hands.
Hit the wrong side of the net.
We'll get another substitution here as into the game. Hannah Detloff replaces Sophia Parmalee.
Asensio will get her 5th kill. Detloff will go back to the service line. 3 serving 8.
Detloff in service. Hits the net. Nice play by Kish to keep it alive. That's Bunning, rather. Sent across by Pepper. On the near side. Kill blocked. Kept alive. High into the air. Dillon to get to it as that was the 3rd hit. Amaker for Bunning. Looking to set. Kept alive, though. On the far side. Asensio. Dig there by Kish. Amaker for Nelson across seam. Right at the feet of the libero, Dillon. 9 to serve 3. As we get some more substitutions back into the game now. Carmen Schwartzrock back in. It'll be Schwartzrock to serve. Another substitution for Macalester. We'll get Alyssa Cook replacing Kendall Ford. First game action of the day today for Alyssa Cook, the freshman out of Castle, California.
Emma Nelson now in double figures with 10 for the Wildcats. And we're looking for their 9th win and the first in conference.
Asensio found a seam. We get a whistle. It hit the flag is what they will do.
Hit the antenna. Attack here for the Scots. And the Wildcats lead by 7.
We mentioned off the top a gaudy attack error number of in the 400s for the Scots. It's proven itself again here today. Bennington dug out by Amaker. Set on the near side. Nelson tip play blocked at the line. Nelson pushes it up. Schwartzrock for Nelson again. Kill! Right at the feet. Misread by Hannah Detlaff. And the scoreboard now reads 11 to serve to 3. And we get a timeout for Macalester, their first of this third set.
And I'll take that back. I think I had her for 10. No, actually, I think she has 9. 9 kills on the afternoon as the Wildcats have an 8-point lead. As Macalester will call timeout against Sarah Graves. High school volleyball, the state tournament at the Excel Energy Center coming up in about 5 weeks. And right now, in Class 3A, the Champlin Park Rebels on top in the rankings. Lakefield North, and then Egan, Lakefield South, Eastridge, Minnetonka, Shakopee, Stillwater, Northfield, and North St. Paul. You seen North St. Paul yet this year? You see them, saw them last year, didn't you?
A couple of times last year. They're a real good-looking squad, but again, for the Polars, it'll be the question of can they beat Stillwater?
Yeah.
Because it's always Stillwater and them in that section final, and we can certainly expect that it'll be that way again at the beginning of November.
Class 2A, the Stewartville Tigers, the only undefeated team in Class 2A. John Zube's Stewartville Tigers, #1. Then Cash and Matterville, the Comets, the Marshall Tigers, the Beacons of Concordia Academy out of Roseville, the North Branch Vikings, Main Streeters of Sauk Center, Kenyon Wanamingo, Belle Plain, Holy Angels, and Watertown Mayor. And in Class 1A, Minneota, 21-1 of the season, ranked #1, Mayor Lutheran. And then Waterville, Elysia, and Morristown, 18-1. The Robesto Rabbits, #4, Maple Canton, the Cougars. Lonnie's team, Lonnie Morgan's team is 20-2. Pine River Bacchus, #6. Ada Borup, Norman County West, Bold, Winderman, Caledonia.
Dug off the serve by Dillon. Center of the court. Schwartzrock able to make the dig again. On to the far side. Kill attempt. Dug out. Dillon. Set play for Asensio. Sent across. Amaker able to get to it. Schwartzrock pushed down. Nice dig there. Dillon for Asensio. Thrown across. Schwartzrock looking to set Nelson. Blocked at the line. Kept alive though.
Nice job by Flatness.
And a kill there. I think it was either Nelson or Kish that got it. We'll give it to Nelson.
And that's a dozen. I'm looking at the second set stat sheet, so that's why I got confused on her total. She's got a dozen, and the Wildcats have a dozen. They lead by 9, 12-3.
Onto the far side, Asensio, dug by Amaker. She'll send it
great
across.
Dig.
Kish, Schwartzrock on the far side, right there. Dillon's able to get
Free
to
ball.
it. Pushed across, nice kill. Dig there by Bennington. Way into the stands. Believe it hit the post as well. Another point for the Wildcats as they lead this third set 13-3, running away with this one today.
As Anna Flatness will get credited for her first kill.
Substitution for Macalester as Kendall Ford from Seattle will replace Alyssa Cook. Schwartzrock to serve again, 13 serving 3. Sent across. Dug, almost our way.
There's an ace.
And another service ace, first one I believe of this set for the Wildcats.
Yep.
They'll lead 14-3.
Yeah, for Megan, that is her first ace. 5 aces, 5 errors so far. Another one.
There's another one. Back-to-back aces for Megan Schwartzrock, the junior out of Hutchinson, Minnesota.
Wright County Conference, Hutchinson Tigers, home of Lindsay Wayland.
Service across, too strong on that one. That ends the string of serves by Megan Schwartzrock. A nice rally to extend the lead. They lead by 11 now as we'll have 4 serving 15. Back to serve, Abry Dillon, sophomore from Brown Deer, Wisconsin, the University School of Milwaukee. She'll serve. Dug by Kish. Onto the near side now. Play sent across. It's dug by Detloff. Onto the far side. Asensio to kill. Too strong. Some power, but just right on a straight line. Not down into the seam. Substitutions now. Coming here for St. Kate's. Bree Leverance back into the game, as well as Julia Weiler.
And Nelson will get a well-deserved rest. Big hand from her coach. And Larissa Kish will come out 16, serving 4.
Julia Weiler to serve now, the freshman, Shakopee, former Sabre. Sent across, dug by Asensio. Setting Helfenstein on the far side, could not convert. Schwartzrock onto the near side now, Leverance blocked at the line. That could have been a 2-hit play, but either way, it is a point for the Wildcats as they lead this third set, now 17-4.
As Bree has her second kill.
Weiler to serve again, sent across. Doug pushed to the far side. Asensio, nice dig there by Leverance. She'll get a chance to push it across. She will. On the dig, pushed across. Nice awareness there by Emily Bowler to find a seam in the center of the court. And the Scots are able to get a point. Substitution now for Macalester as Gabby Ivy comes back in, replacing Kendall Ford. It'll be Ivy to serve for the Scots.
Bowler, her 4th kill. I got the Scots just 3 kills in this 3rd set. 5 serving 17.
Erin Tebben back into the game as well, replacing Emily Carmen. As we double check to make sure that all the substitutions and the rotations are recorded correctly. Gabby Ivy, senior out of St. Louis, Missouri. Sent across into the line and a service error. Gives a point to the Wildcats. 18 serving 5 now is what it will be as Grace Amaker, the freshman from Faribault.
Gladness will come on. Aaron Cutts comes back in to take over the middle.
Asensio on the dig. Bowling back on the far side. Asensio. Change up. Ineffective there. Off of the hands there. 3rd hit into the net and another attack error. Gives St. Kate's a point. And really, Tom, it's been the errors by Macalester that have really allowed St. Kate's to run away with this one.
Tip of the cap to Julia Weiler, who kept that play alive. She scraped it off the floor and allowed the Wildcats to go on offense.
Bowling. Asensio has to bump it up. Schwartzrock. Nice tip play by Aaron Cutts. Cheeky with the left hand, unexpected. And we'll get another timeout from Macalester as they trail this set 20-5.
Aaron says I can use either hand, left or right hand. That time the left hand. And she produced a point, 20-5. The Augies, correction, the Wildcats have a 15-point lead. And the scores this afternoon: St. Thomas over Stevens Point, 3-2. Thomas won the 5th set, 15-12. Stevens went 5 against UW La Crosse. Augustine's winning 3-2. La Crosse came in with 12 wins. And going 5 also, UW Stout at Augsburg. And the Blue Devils winning 3-2. St. Thomas over Luther College and over the Whitewater 3-0. Gustavus beat Whitewater 3-2. And going out right now, Finlandia and Hamlin. UW Superior and St. Olaf on their way down in Mankato. Martin Luther and Hamlin at Hutton Arena later on this afternoon. St. Olaf and Bethany Lutheran down in North Mankato later on tonight. So a full weekend of volleyball, pretty much non-conference except for this one. I think is the only conference match on the day around the MIAC.
Back here, Butler Center, 3rd set. St. Kate's looking to close out this match in straight sets, leading this 3rd set 20-5. It'll be Grace Amaker to serve for the Wildcats. Macalester has looked outclassed at times here today by St. Kate's. Sent across by Amaker, dug by Detloff. Pushed back Ivy with a kill attempt. Amaker pushes it over. Miscommunication, pushed it across.
What a save by Cutts.
Onto the far side, Asensio off the hands of Amaker and a point for Macalester.
And Sope with their 6th kill to lead the Scots in that department. They have 6 points, 6 serving 20. And back into the match is Sophia Parmalee. And sitting down is Hannah Detloff.
Asensio on the serve, sent across. Amaker will push it back the other way. Ivy push on the far side. Helfenstein, a great play.
Save.
Still kept alive.
Over
Amaker will have to send it over.
Didn't call it.
Dig attempt there by Leverance off the hands of Ivy. Gives the Wildcats a point. 21-6 they lead.
Brianna with 2 kills this set and 3 on the afternoon. 21-6. As Bunning will come in. Schwartzrock coming out. And coming out was Aaron Tebben.
Bunning in service. Ivy on the dig. On the far side, Parmalee. Dug by Amaker. For Bunning. Pepper. A chance. Tip play and the change-up fools the Scots. They lead now 22-6.
So she is closing in a double figure. She has 9. Nelson leads with a dozen. Touchdown 6. And I think the service error against the Wildcats. Yep.
Back to serve now, Ashley Helfenstein. 5'10", Sunnyvale, California. In service now for the Scots. The junior. Sent across, a service error. And we'll have a double match point here as the Wildcats lead 23-7. Substitution now. Kish comes in. as well as Tori Sweely.
Leverance will sit down. Weiler will sit down. Larissa will try to serve this one out. 23, serving 7, third set.
Kish in service. Led by Sensio. On the far side, Parmalee kept it alive as it went off the rim of the net. Onto the far side, Bennington gets to it and off the post. A nice dig there by the libero, Grace Amaker. Another substitution as Ford comes back in, replacing Ivy for the Macalester Scots. And back for service, Emily Bowler. 8 serving 23, sent across. Too strong, and it'll set up a match point situation for the Wildcats.
3 aces for the Scots, but they all have 4 errors. And coming back in to play in the middle for the Wildcats is Hannah Flatness.
Cut served it across. Miscommunication, and the Macalester Scots give that ace to Aaron Cutts in the final of this third set, 25-8, with the Wildcats winning overall 3 sets to none.
And Aaron Cutts finishing the afternoon with 3 aces, and she had 6 kills. Wildcats winning 25-12, 25-16, 25-8. Transporting Wildcat athletes is in the capable hands of Northview Lines Incorporated, dedicated to ensuring that your travel experience is a positive one. Call to request a quote or make a reservation at 888-670-8060 or visit the website northviewlines.com. And Twin City Orthopedics offers a full spectrum of orthopedic care to individuals suffering sports-related problems and injuries. Their doctors are team physicians at the University of St. Catherine, Augsburg University, Hamline University, and others. Visit tcomn.com. And for the Wildcats, they are 9-7 overall. First win in conference, they are 1-5. And for the Scots, they dropped to 9-12, and they are 0-6 in conference. Wildcats in St. Olaf here at the Butler Center on Wednesday. And the Scots have, I believe, St. Mary's, and that'll be at home at the Leonard Center on Wednesday as well. We gave you the other scores around the conference, and a number of matches going on right now. And I don't know if we're going to get any stats, so we'll go with my very unofficial stats. But for the Wildcats, Mackenzie Pepper finishing with 9 kills. A couple of assisted blocks. Emma Nelson with a dozen. Also had 8 digs. Aaron Tevin with 3. Lauren Isaacson with 4. Brooke Bonning, no. She did have 1 ace. Aaron Cutts with 6 and 3 aces. Julia Weiler, no score. Let's see. Emily Carmen with 3. And Rihanna Leverance with 3. 4 blocks, 7 aces, 7 errors. And they led all the way here in the final set, winning by 17. For the Scots, 1 block on the afternoon, 3 aces, and they also had 4 errors. And don't keep track of the errors, but the Wildcats were hitting 380 going into that third set, and I don't think that number probably changed too much after the completion of the third set.
Well, I think both ways for the Scots as well when they were attacking under 100%. I don't think that number changed either. It was really 2 teams that were young, inexperienced, and this was a learning process for the St. Kate's Wildcats here tonight, but also a learning process for Macalester, where they were outclassed at times on the court, and they did not look as though they were ready, oftentimes having a negative attack percentage as well.
And a reminder, our next broadcast next Wednesday when the Wildcats will host St. Olaf. A reminder that Wildcat supporters this season include Shapko Printing, Sodexo, Terra General Contractors, the O'Neill Group, ProTech Designs and Floors by Becker, and McGaugh Construction, the DLR Group, Push Pedal and Pull, the Newman Family, Save a Tree, Jimmy John's, and Menchie's Frozen Yogurt. And with that, it's time to run the credits. First of all, to Craig Roberts, our statistician, and to Lindsay, of course, and Eric Stacy, our athletic director, my full crew of technical help over there. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Kim. And thank you, Alex Westhead. Thank you very much for your broadcast here this afternoon.
Well, as Tom, always thank you for having me. And, of course, again, I certainly hope that the viewers from St. Kate's perspective certainly enjoyed the call tonight. And hopefully we'll see you guys again very soon.
Yeah, again, he's Alex Westhead from SEC Television out there in White Lake. I'm Tom Warchin. 3-0 is your final from the Butler Center here on the campus of St. Catherine University on the Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon. We'll talk again.